It is quite a windy and brisk day here as my adventures bring me to the Charlotte Motor Speedway here just out of Charlotte, North Carolina. More or less we're in Concord, North Carolina at this point. We're going to go inside and buy us a ticket to this event that is known as the Charlotte Auto Fair. And this is quite exciting for me because this auto fair, the spring edition of it, has not been happening over the last few years because of what happened in the world. As we walk across Highway 29, so this is going to be a lot of fun. There's over 1,500 cars at this auto fair, so it should be exciting. Let's go inside and look at some hot rods and some classic cars, and man, this is going to be fun. Let's have a good day. A little cold, but we're going to have fun. Let's go do this. And welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hitchhiking Yeti here. So, as you've seen from my intro, we are walking into the Charlotte Motor Speedway area. And we got to go over here and purchase our ticket, which is $15 for this event. And this should be exciting. I cannot wait to get in here and check out some awesome cars. Cars you just don't see every day. One car in particular that I'm looking forward to seeing is Rick Hendrick Ferrari, the famous NASCAR owner that owns Hendrick Motorsports. His Ferrari is going to be here today on display. Cost over $5 million. 0 to 100, not 60, 0 to 100 in less than 5 seconds. So I cannot wait to be able to feast my eyes upon that machine. So we have our ticket today for Saturday, April 9th, 2022. It was $15 for my admission. So I don't know about you, but let's go ahead and walk forward and see what we can see here at the auto fair. So right out of the gate, we have the Svt Cobra Mustang. And look at this bad boy. Yeah, this is clean. Very, very nice. Shelby has some updated tail lights on it. That's like the 2013 and 14 lights. This must be like maybe a 07 to 09 Gen 1 car. Very pretty. And over here, this red one is really nice also. It's got the stock wheels on it. Looks very familiar if you've ever seen the movie with Will Smith in it before he hit somebody on TV. But this was actually the same car. It really got some popularity in the movie I Am Legend. This was the same style of car that you've seen in the opening scene of that movie. Oh yeah, that is so awesome. And we look at this one here. Look how cool that is. It's like the headlights are like eyes, you know, like Venom, because they're cobras. Really cool. He's got his catch can on. Keep the oil out of the supercharger. Right here is the catch can, and you got the aftermarket piece. Really cool. Those shiny wheels. And the next Mustang we have here, this looks like maybe a somewhere between, I would say this is a 98, looking at the wheels, the rims. 98, maybe 97. I think 98s had those kind of wheels on them. Always liked it. I had a 96 one time, had those pits in the hood. I always thought that looked really mean. Right next to it we have another Shelby Gt500. certificate. Pro Dyno did all his tuning. 564 horsepower. And I would guess that's rear wheel horsepower, so yeah, he's probably close to 600. Here's a ruby red GT500. This is a 2014. I know all about this car because you know what? I own one. Very, very nice. I love the ruby red. It's a sweet ride. And here is another GT500. Very, very nice and clean. I like that blue. I think they actually call that grabber blue, if I remember correctly.
It's beeping, and they built a baffle inside of it, a quiet car, which looks like open adder, but it's not. And let me tell you something, it is absolutely gorgeous. And if you look at it,
now we're going to walk out here and feast your eyes and do a little overview as we look out over the track as the music gets louder. Perfect timing. That is how some people get around. A lot of cars out here. This is so cool right here. This is a Honda Z50. That's an 85 actually. They want $3,250 for this little bike. And we're down here where all the Corvette guys are. Corvettes start way down there and go all the way down, all different years and makes. And right here we have a C8 Corvette, which the thing I think is so cool about this car is this is the where you get in the car. So this is the front of the car, but this is actually where you put your luggage. Golf clubs, things of that nature. Kind of look in there. Look at that cocoon that you would ride in and drive. You got your, looks like Knight Rider in there almost. Like Kit. Very advanced, very cool. That leather, that looks sweet. There's the engine bay. And you have a little bit more storage area right back here. So we just looked at a C8 Corvette, and right here we have a really nice C7. Got some carbon fiber on it there. Look at those rims, Brembo brakes. This is a Grand Sport. It's a 2019 C7 Grand Sport Corvette. Really awesome. Look at that yellow. That thing pops, man. That black and that yellow looks so good. Really beautiful car. Next up, representing the Dodge cars, we have a supercharged Hemi motor. And this is actually a Dodge Hellcat. Have the Hellcat emblem, which I always thought was really cool. And then they have a red eye edition where the eye right there will actually be red, and then they have a little bit more horsepower. So maybe similar to a Dodge Demon, but not quite. Right here we have a Trans Am. Looks very similar to the one they used in the movie Smoking the Bandit, doesn't it? Got that Firebird on the hood. That looks so sweet. Look how clean the motor is. 6.6 liter.
That's a long haul.
That'd be a heck of a drive.
Well, you get longest toe. You get toe show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one is.
Oh, that's fun.
That is fantastic.
I mean, when I saw all the vacuum lines.
Burt Reynolds would be happy to see this car. This is awesome. So next up we have a 1970 Plymouth. It's a Roadrunner. When I say Roadrunner, I mean it is a Roadrunner. Come check out this vehicle.
See, I want to say
Have you ever seen something so awesome? Look at him, he's like strapped to the Acme rocket from the cartoon. That is so cool. Look inside, we got more Roadrunners. Kind of back up just where you can see what this car looks like. That is awesome. And next up we have a Camaro Super Sport. Bow tie till I die. He has been to the tail of the dragon, it looks like, up in the mountains here in North Carolina. There's wheels on that thing, it's like it's on fire. It actually says Hot Wheels down here. Super Sport, that's what the SS is, and then we got Hot Wheels, and then his rims are like flames. Look at the motor. Wow, look at that work in there. And it says Obsession, and that is a perfect way to describe the look of this car, because definitely Obsession has to be in play. Very, very cool. And right next to the SS we have this beautiful ZL1 with like the ghost flames on it, this purple. I think that is so awesome. It's dang cool. Nice clean motor on this car also. And it is actually a convertible. There's a good view of the cockpit. And I just found the holy grail of cars for me. I gotta go check this out. This is awesome. Guess what it is? It's orange, has an 01 on the side of it. Does that ring any bells? Dukes of Hazzard maybe? And here it is, the General Lee. They even got the helmets in the back. And right out here, amongst just below where all the Chevy Camaros and stuff, we have this beautiful Roush Mustang here. It's got some carbon fiber on the front end here in this area. And that 3, I think that just means it's a stage 3, so it is supercharged, as you can see sitting on top. So next up down here in the classic car area, we have a Camaro Super Sport. .300 horsepower. Very clean looking ride right here, let me tell you. I like those Got striping. Next up we have, I think it's either a 2020 or 2021 Shelby Gt500. Got a big boy on there. Got a model of his car. This is 760 horsepower. And I love that blue. I told my wife if we would ever upgrade at some point from her 14, that this is the color I would like to have. I love that blue. That is so awesome. Check the badging out. It's got that little wicker fin on there. And this is the base model, because if he had the track package, his rims would actually be carbon fiber. And those are not the carbon fiber rims, but this car is flawless. If I was going to get one, this would be the kind I would want. I wouldn't waste my time with carbon fiber because it's too expensive for brakes. Here comes the Charlotte Motor Speedway mascot. This is actually Lugnut. Look at him. Hey, you're looking awesome, man. How cool is that? Got to see Lugnut up close and personal. So now we're headed into the pavilion. This is where all the real fancy cars are going to be. So right here we have the Rick Hendrick on Ferrari. 499 built. It will go 0 to 104.8 seconds. Wow. 218 miles per hour top speed, costing $4 million. And that is it. Less than 500 made in the world. And we're seeing one right here. That is so cool. And here we have us a Maserati MC20. 621 horsepower twin turbo V6. 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds. That is fancy. And next up we have the very limited edition Ford GT Heritage Edition. It's not that a Ford GT wasn't limited enough, but they actually have a Heritage Edition now, a throwback paint scheme from way back. The Ford GTs have always been a pretty popular car, but I think since the movie Ford versus Ferrari had came out, it gained a little popularity. The whole story about Carroll Shelby and Ken Miles. Good movie if you've never seen it before. Even my wife enjoyed it, and she's not a car nut like I am. Look at those lights. So speaking of the movie Ford versus Ferrari, they actually have a replica of the Ford versus Ferrari GT40 from the movie. And this is kind of what that car looks like. so awesome. American horsepower, baby. Go get it. And here is a replica of Evel Knievel's custom-built motorcycle from 1979. And if you've never heard of Evel Knievel, he was a daredevil way back in the early 80s and the 70s, and he would take all kind of risks, like jumping the Grand Canyon and jumping buildings in Las Vegas and things like that. And his son Robbie Knievel continued on with his legacy, even after he died. And here, the next car up, we have us a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air Wagon. Now see if I can move around to the other side and maybe we can look inside, because they actually have a door open. First of all, we'll take a look at this radical engine. And that would be a no on really getting close to it, because they have it actually kind of barred off where you can't get too close, which I don't blame them, because that paint job looks amazing. But maybe we can zoom in, right? And I like how they have the mirrors down there where you can look up underneath the car just to see how clean and pristine the underneath carriage is. Look at that. You can see the transmission, the pipes, just no dirt whatsoever. So here we have a 1966 Canara, the first wedge car. I've never even heard of this before. There's some specs on it if you want to pause it and read a little bit about it. Now we adventure around the Canara. Had a Florida license plate. But look at that. I mean, you don't really have much of a windshield. I mean, you're just eating bugs the whole time you're driving that down the road, right? But you can definitely see why they call it a wedge car. Looks like they just took a boat and put some wheels on it and put a motor on it, and away you go. Next up is this 2019 Dodge Charger. Has some signage on here. I think it's pretty cool. The bee here, the Hornet, looks like he's Hulkified. He must have gotten to some gamma rays or something. He looks like the Hulk version of the bee. Caught you looking. Look at that. So this here is a 1969 Boss Mustang. Love that beautiful red color, that leather interior, which obviously this is all customized. They didn't have interior quite like that back in that day in the 60s. And here is a shot of the engine.
Oh, they can't bring it.
Very, very nice. So I did want to let you know, if you ever come in the auto fair in the future, you down here in the infield area where all the kind of the swap meets are, where they're selling a lot of car parts and things, you do have a food area with a bunch of food trucks lined up. Everything from hamburgers to steak and cheese, cheese steaks, pita burgers, all kinds of stuff, brisket. Have all kinds of food down here to order from. Chicken wings, turkey legs right there, he said. So we're winning. So right in front of me, if you've seen the new Ghostbuster movie Afterlife, or if you're a fan of the original, we have Ecto-1 here. So let's go check this out.
We're live on the scene now at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where the owner of this vehicle is an illegal alien, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, illegal alien Ghostbusters. Coming up next on Batona TV.
Wow, he's loud. Slimer. You got Stay Puff, Marshmallow Man going on there. Some radios. Look at all the stuff on that dash. Look at that. That is crazy. So we can look inside the back. Oh, that's a good Slimer. We got the proton packs in the back. All the gadgets.
Got it cleared by immigration in Atlanta.
Check that out. That is right out of the movie, right in your face. Big old red eyes. I bet that looks crazy at night. If they light up. But I'm sure they do, right? They got to. It's got a little light element up there in the top. That is awesome. And then right next to Ecto-1, we have this Jurassic Park Jeep replica made. Sure, there's some Jurassic Park fans out there. I know I've not been like able to watch a lot of their new movies, but I watched the original ones, the first one or two anyway. But I'm gonna tell you something. I went to Universal about 8 months ago and rode the new Jurassic Park ride, the Velocicoaster. My favorite ride. If you've not tried that, go try that roller coaster out and hang on, because it is amazing. It is awesome. Weightlessness heaven.
Check it out. I'll be back.
Got these little things at the top you can take. These little postcard things.
Old school racing. That is way back in the day right there. I don't know what year this was in driving. Maybe the 50s, 60s or something. And this here is a older NASCAR Winston Cup Series looking car, or Busch Series. Actually, this is Busch Series, because I see the badging right here. That's how I knew. So I'm not going to really spend a whole lot of time walking around each one of these beautiful Corvettes, but this is the Queen City Corvette Club, and this is a beautiful C8 right here, Stingray. And I'm just going to kind of walk down the line here just where everybody can see all these nice looking vehicles. Here we got a beautiful Grand Sport. I love that color. It's like a deep impact blue, almost a purplish. I don't know if it comes through on camera really good, but that is gorgeous.
You tell these guys to
Here we have another C8.
So they don't have that
1964.
Oh, it is.
A lot of people around that one. Rightfully so. I liked it back in the day where they would put stuff like, you know, the type of motor 454 and give you the horsepower. And this here is a 1971 Stingray coupe. Excuse me. This is a 2019 Grand Sport. That is awesome. And right across from the Corvette Club, right here we have a Ford 50, 1950. So this has got a little bit of everything in it. Man. Got some chrome action going on, I'm telling you. Did you see that? It just whistled at me. That is so awesome. Look at that interior. Next up we have this Chevrolet Bel Air. Is that what I think it is over there? Is that a sandwich? Like a ham sandwich or something? It says the motor they got in this thing is a Corvette LT1 engine. Don't look at that lady's string bikini. That's what my wife would be telling me about right now. Don't look at that. And yeah, there's a sandwich in there, in the dash. Well, we have a fancy sharp car right next to it. The purple is really nice. He is a Navy veteran. Thank you for your service, sir. Golly, this thing is awesome. This is like a dune buggy right here, a doom buggy maybe. It's like something out of the Munsters. Those tires, that thing compared to my hand, wow. That is too cool. Look at that thing. That is slammed. That is what we would call a Land Cruiser back in the day. I wonder if flame shoots out of the back of this one. If it don't, it should. Cadillac Kings.
Damn car show, I should do.
Oh, it's down, I know. It's down because of cold.
Man, these old Cadillacs are pretty cool. So Cadillac Kings, I guess, is like a club, because all these cars out there have Cadillac Kings, or they have like that crown on them in some way, shape, or form. Man, that's wild looking. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. But I'm not, you know, up on my Cadillac car knowledge. I'm a novice at best, to be honest with you, when it comes to cars, except maybe some Shelbys or something like that, just because I own I've owned them in the past. Camaros I know a little bit about, but this kind of stuff I really enjoy looking at them. But half the time I don't know exactly what I'm looking at. I just think it's really awesome. It's really cool looking, you know.
Yesterday,
Well, I'm telling you, I have walked a long way today so far, and we went all the way down the front straightaway, come back down pit road and looked at all the Corvettes and stuff like that. Then we went into the NASCAR garage and checked out all the really fancy $1 million cars in there. So now we're going to make our way around the track and see what we can find out here on the outskirts. And if nothing else, maybe climb the banking. This is 24 degrees of banking here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and yeah, man, I love going up there and just walking up and seeing if I can touch the wall. It is very steep, but it's kind of a tradition for me when I come here to the auto fair in past years. We always go down here to turn 3 and 4 in the middle, and we climb the banking and try not to break or twist an ankle or anything like that. So let's go do it. Who knows, we might find something really cool over here. That's been done before. You come over here and you find some car just out of everything, all the fancy stuff, and you find something really cool over here. So let's go check it out. So we are making our way around to the center of turns 3 and 4 here at the racetrack, and I thought I would go ahead and start walking up the banking slightly. We're actually on the apron of the track still, and just to show you, it's already, I can already feel the banking immediately rising even on this apron. But just, if you've never been at a racetrack before for NASCAR, you know, runs, just to see the banking on here, I mean, just look at this as we look around. We sweep back. This is the exit of turn 4 right over there where you would enter pit road. So this place is awesome. 1.5 mile racetrack. And when we get to this white line right up here, that will be our moment where we're going to scale the high banks here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And just to show you, like, that's actually about straight. So we're going to walk up the wall. We're going to walk right up and touch that wall up there. So we're in the middle of turn 3 and 4 now. This is America's home for racing. So this white line right here is where we're going to go up. This is the middle of turns 3 and 4. My wife's not with me today, but you know what? Here we go. I'm going to tell you something. It's been some years since I've been here, and this is harder now as I get older than it was a few years ago. Whew. We made it. Now we gotta turn around, kind of let you take a look at the view from up here as we look down the back straightaway. See the big video screen. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. This is a 1.5 mile racetrack. A lot of this infield down here is like swap meet stuff. This is where people have all kind of old parts for cars, probably cleaning products. And I can't make a video about all that because it would be like a 4-hour video. It's just so much stuff crammed down there in that infield, and that's why I want to come down here and give you a explanation why we didn't go. This is just too much stuff. I just want to give a quick overview of what the auto fair is like and what it's about, and some of the cars that you can see here. Down there's some people. Man, we're up here. I ain't kidding. Here we go. So if you are ever coming to the auto fair in the future, just remember they do have a play zone for kids if they get bored with all the cars and vehicles, they have a little area here where you can just get out here with your family and have a little different kind of fun. Well friends, that will pretty much conclude our video today, as the clouds are getting a little bit darker out here. It doesn't supposed to rain today. The weatherman actually said it's going to be partly sunny. I don't know if you can see the sky today, but it is anything but partly sunny. It is mostly cloudy, very dark, very cool. I think the high today is supposed to have been like 55 or something, and I don't think we made it above 50 so far, and the wind quite chilly. So that being said, that will conclude my video today. I had a good time walking around looking at the cars. It's the first time I've been able to come back to the spring auto fair in like 3 years or something. I think it's been 3 years since I actually had it because of what happened in the world in 2020. So that being said, this will conclude our video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to see some of my future ventures. If you like today's content and you enjoyed coming with me on this little journey to see some of these cool cars, give it a thumbs up, put in the comment section down below if you have a favorite car that you look for when you come to auto fairs and shows. And that being said, I'm all done here. So we're gonna move it on inside now, go get warm in the truck, and go get some lunch. I'm getting kind of hungry. So I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you guys in my next adventure. Peace out from Charlotte, the beast of the southeast. That's what they used to call this racetrack. Let's go home. Let's get this done, wrap it up. Thanks for watching.